Hey, what's up YouTube? It's your boy ZT back at it again with part 2 of What If Deku Was Abandoned. In the last episode, Deku was abandoned by his parents for the lack of having a quirk, with them not wanting a kid that doesn't have the power to get them a ticket to the fame in the world of the heroes they always dreamt about, but they were never able to accomplish. So he was abandoned at an orphanage, and he suffered through a terrible childhood of neglect, bullying from both his parents and Bakugo, from everyone around him, calling him a useless Deku and a powerless kid. But the last episode ended with a glimmer of hope for the little young child, him developing some kind of power to battle and stand up for himself. We will be seeing this in today's episode, so stay tuned. And ladies and gentlemen, play my shit. After getting kicked out of school for 2 weeks for bad behavior after fighting Bakugo, Deku went home. And after going home, he picked himself up, took a shower, and went to work. He worked a day there. He got some money and came back home. And he sat down on the couch thinking about it. So I have 2 weeks off. For nothing. So what should I do? Work, do something. Oh, I just remember. Now I have power. I need to train a bit and try to find out what I'm gonna do with it. So for the next week, Deku went on to the mountains to train his body, doing basic training methods like push-ups and trying to push his body to limit to get the usual power out, but nothing was happening because Deku in reality did not understand the meaning of his powers and what they represent. It was something out of necessity. He needed that power, but he does not know how to get it out. So after a week of training, the food at his house was out. He ran out of food, so he thought to himself, this is a good opportunity to go to the mall and grab myself some nutritious food. While he was walking to the grocery store, he took the usual detour. So he was met with Sludge-kun, and Sludge-kun jumped on it, pounced on Deku. Deku was choking at the moment by Slug-kun, and Slug-kun was saying, I'm sorry for calling him Slug-kun, the slug villain, of course, was choking Deku's life and telling him, kid, your body's quite nice. Let's see what I can do with it. So he was choking the life out of Deku, but Deku was trying to fight it off. He started getting angry, and the sludge villain was feeling threatened by Deku's power rising. But at the last moment, before Deku can do anything about it, All Might jumped from the sewers and he smashed the shit out of the sludge villain. And Deku fell to a knee and he looked at All Might. All Might? What are you doing here? And All Might said, I was chasing this villain the whole day. Actually, kid, what are you doing here? Deku answered, I was taking a detour to go and get myself some food. All Might said, that's great, kid, but I gotta go now. Deku said, wait, All Might, wait. I have something to ask you. All Might answered, kid, shoot, what's up? So Deku said, can you first of all sign this notebook? All Might signed it. Then, what was your question, kid? All Might answered. Deku said, Sir All Might, can a quirkless kid become a hero? Can a quirkless kid fight on and cling on to a dream that is far from his reach? All Might looked at Deku with a saddened look in his face. Kid, sorry to tell you, but no, not without a quirk. you can chase after another, well, good profession like being a cop. They might not they might not be heroes, but they are everyday heroes. It's a fine profession, young kid. Deku, upon hearing these words coming from his idol, from the one last hope for him, thought to himself, yeah, right, All Might. He grabbed the notebook, ripped the signed paper, and threw it to the ground. Guess, and he said, I guess everyone is the same, huh? And he stormed off. All Might looked at Deku and looked at the sludge van, and he said, damn it, my time is almost over, and he jumped away, leaving Deku to his thoughts. Now Deku lost everything. No support from his parents, no shoulder to lean on, no idol to look up to. He's lonely. True loneliness. Nothing he has will change. So his mind started racing. The anger started building. I'ma show them. I'ma prove myself to these worthless heroes. I'ma get strong for myself, not for anyone, just me. And he started thinking that way. The rage started building up, but Deku was able to calm himself off. You'll see, everyone. Nobody will ever call me weak again. Deku threw the fucking idea of being a hero from his mind. Now, being a hero is the last thing he will ever think of. So, in the incident with the sludge villain happened 2 years before the UA entrance exam, by the way. So Deku was pretty young and impressionable at this point. Dude, if a 13 years old kid came to you asking you, you can't shatter his dreams like that. So Deku went on about his business. He went to the grocery store, grabbed himself some food, some basic groceries, and he dropped them off at his house, changed his clothes, and went to work. His co-workers noticed that he was in a foul mood, so they tried to leave him alone. But one kind worker there came up to him and he touched his shoulder, which made Deku jolt into a fighting stance. And the co-worker said, hey, kid, calm down. Just brought you a bottle of water. I saw you were working harder than anyone here. Is everything okay? Deku looked at the co-worker and he said, yeah, everything is fine. Thanks for the water though. And he grabbed the bottle, drank some of it, and he put his head down and went back to work. The co-worker looked at him and he thought to himself, damn kid, what happened to you? And he went about his business. At the evening, Deku, after finishing his work, he went back to his apartment, cooked himself a meal, and he went for a run at night. After that, after the run, he went to the forest. He started punching more and more and more and more and more through the trees. He was punching as hard as he can, but to no avail. The frustration building up, the anger building up, and the words of All Might ringing in his ear. He didn't hear you can't be a hero. He heard you're a worthless piece of shit. That's all he can hear. And the voices inside the head started growing more and more. Too tall, humongous figures crushing and going down at him. So Deku's anger built up as his power started rising up. But this time Deku, instead of letting all the power go through one punch, he started thinking, I feel the energy going through my body. What is this? He started moving his hand and he feels that his body changed a bit, that it grown more muscle. His muscles are more prevalent and his body is full of energy. And he started feeling it through his stomach, the energy, the place that the energy is gathering. It's like it's walking through his body. So after that, he used his fist to, and he held down and clenched that power. He started punching the wall, punching the trees one after another, and the power is not escaping. He's concentrating everything on holding that power down. So he's punching and punching and punching until he tired out because his concentration broke and he fell to the ground and he started laughing. Finally, I think I got it. Oh my god, finally. Finally. So he picked himself up and he is exhausted because this is the first time he found out this power and he used it properly. So he went home and he lay down in his bed. So my power is some kind of energy flowing through me, huh? It gives me enhanced strength. I like it. So yeah, I'm gonna start working on it from today on. Let's see what I can do. So Deku, for the rest of the week, he trained his mental side, thinking and concentrating on the one place he felt the power coming from. And now he can summon the power. Not as much as he used to do because they were boosted by his anger and his emotions, but he can summon it. He can feel strength coming to him. He can pick up heavy stuff like he did from before. More heavy stuff like he can lift now. Heavy stuff, but he's not as powerful as he should be. So he trained himself by doing more meditation and concentrating on his physical attributes and quirk training at night. So he woke up at morning, does meditation, trains a bit on his physical prowess like doing push-ups and stuff, hitting weights and stuff. Then he goes to work, comes back, make himself dinner, and then more meditation, and then his training on his quirk. His training on his quirk is pretty basic at the moment, but it is a great help because of him doing the meditation and stuff, it helped him get a better sense of his power and what they can do. But now he can only use it to throw basic punches and stuff, so he doesn't have much control over it. By the way, it was only 3 days. It's not that big difference. So 3 days of training and he pretty got the gist of the power. So after that, he went to his apartment and he opened the fridge and he said, God damn it, out of food again. He knows it and he slept in hungry because that training straight up drains him because his power is pretty new. So the next day he went into the mall and he was walking, minding his own business, having his hood over his head, and he's walking down and looking through the stores and the mall and stuff. And then he saw a fat figure with a guy with a hood engaged with 3 villains. 2 of them are being held by the 2 pro heroes, but the third one is going to attack civilian. In the spur of the moment, Deku moved without him realizing, and he sped up like a lightning bolt, and he crashed down with a huge punch to the jaw at the villain, cracking his jaw. The villain was like a wolfman quirk. It was a transformation quirk. So he crashed down on him, breaking his jaw. The civilian thanked Deku, and Deku looked at himself. Huh. I guess I had a reason, huh? God damn it, my body moved on itself. After the 2 pro heroes finished with the villains, they came to the civilian and they talked to Deku. Nice job, kid. Deku looked at them with contempt in his eyes for the heroes he so much admired, especially after what happened with All Might. You're welcome, Fat Gum said. Calm down, kid. And by the way, that was some impressive power you got there. Maybe you will become one of the greatest heroes? Deku looked at him. Hero? Tell that to the quirkless kid, huh? And he walked away. Fat Gum looked at him. Quirkless? What did he say, Tamaki? Sir, I think he said quirkless. And then Fatgum said, go talk to him. And Tamaki, being the awkward kid he is, he refused. Which made Fatgum think about it, and he ran after the kid. Yo, kid, I'm sorry. I got you wrong. He put his hand on Deku's shoulder, and Deku said, don't touch me. Fatgum said, I'm sorry, kid. I'm sorry for all of that, but what you did was the most heroic thing I saw. You said you were quirkless, yet you were the first one to sprint into action to save somebody. And that to me is what qualifies you to be a true hero. Deku looked down. True hero, you say, huh? Fatgum said, yes, kid, yes. How about this, kid? Why don't you come to my agency and let's train? Because what I saw today was pretty impressive, especially after you said you're quirkless. And my subordinate here, Tamaki, Sun Eater, he did not address him as Tamaki because they are on the job. And my poor subordinate here, Sun Eater, you should introduce yourself. And Tamaki grabbed the hood of his hoodie, and he said, my name is Tamaki. You can call me Sun Eater. And he was being awkward as shit, and Deku said, Izuku. Fatgum said, Izuku? Last name? No last name. And they exchanged numbers, and Deku looked at it. I'll see you around. And he walked off, being cold as fuck towards them. So he grabbed himself the things he needs, and he walked home. On his walk home, he was thinking about him being called a true hero for springing to action without even realizing. And that put a smile on Deku's face, which is pretty rare nowadays. For the past 8 years, this is pretty rare. Plus, he's 13, but his physical prowess and his mental prowess are well developed. So he walked home and he prepared himself a celebratory meal to celebrate himself. He does not need anybody to celebrate with him, only himself. So he grabbed the food, ate, and said today's rest. And yeah, he looked at the number. He filled with a piece of paper that is the number, and he said, should I or should I not? As he fell, as the little boy fell asleep holding the paper. After 2 days, Deku will be back to school, so he will think about it quite a lot, and he will think about his future and what he will gonna do with it, and him getting a bit of a handle on his powers will change the story. So I'm gonna be stopping it here in time for explanation of what is Deku's power. Deku's power is basically ki, because the energy flowing through him, through his body. Ki to me is an enhancement type, an enhancement plus a projectile type, because you can shoot ki balls, huge attacks, and enhances your physical prowess. You can fight pretty long periods. But Deku's powers won't be like a Dragon Ball character, because dude, they are broken. So you will see as the story progresses. And as always, guys, I hope you enjoyed the what if. If you did, drop a comment. And by the way, would you like to see what if Deku turned evil redo, or any kind of what if? Drop it down in the comments, because this channel is taking a whole new different approach. It's been your boy XenonZT. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification button, and please guys, have a good day. It's been your boy XenonZT. Peace.